Hi, and welcome to another coffee break with formation. So today I want to talk about how to find out the things people won't tell you when you're researching a company you're considering joining. And the normal pathway for someone on this quest is to maybe ask questions to, your interview panel on the day of your interview. And this is absolutely, the right place to start. You should definitely research your panel and come up with some role-specific questions for each person. And we can kind of review or give tips on that process in a separate video. But this video is specifically about when you can't just find out directly from your panel. And this is actually kind of a whole category of situations that fascinates me. It's the situation where there's not just an objective fact that you're trying to get an answer to, and the subjective answer that is being given to you is being filtered and framed by a human being with their own kind of limited perspectives and incentives at play. And whenever you're in this type of situation, you have to get clever to ask questions in a certain way or frame questions in a certain way to get the answer you're actually looking for. And, I'll also say that if you're trying to find out like the best parts about working somewhere, like generally the positive things. This is probably something that your interview panel is well positioned and well incentivized to share with you. But if you're looking for some of the dirt on a company, that might not be the best place for you to get the most honest and raw insight into your question. And so what's a better way? And I have one very specific suggestion in this video, which is to look up the company on LinkedIn and search specifically for employees of the company who have recently left and try to see if you can ask them some questions, right? Obviously, you can ask them about what caused them to leave, what is something that, if true, may have caused them to stay at the company instead? What's something that they miss or don't miss about the company that they left? One of the tricky things about this approach, though, is that while you will get great answers, I think, if you are able to capture someone's attention, is that people are not as likely to be incentivized to help you in this situation. So just a couple of quick tips to help you be able to actually make this connection happen. So first is you're likely to have pretty limited time with this person. So I would actually try to ask your questions in a very kind of clear and straightforward way, and just a couple that the person can answer asynchronously very quickly. The other is, and this is really just a generic cold outreach tip in general, but I also would strongly recommend for you to try to find someone that you have something in common with. Whether it's that you went to the same school together, or maybe you grew up in the same city, just something, some trait to help you form some kind of intrinsic bond with this otherwise stranger on the internet. But I guess that's it for today. And the tip is really, to go out and find people who have worked at a company but recently left in your research of prospective companies. And I hope that this tip helps you land somewhere you love. That's it for today. And I'll see you guys at the next coffee break with formation.